Oh, wow. This is so green. It smells terrible down here. Absolutely terrible. It is heating, but boy, is it weak. It probably was meant to be weak, though. 400 watts. That is tiny. Teeny tiny little microwave. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah. A few weeks ago, I helped clear out an old office building, and I managed to score this adorable little micro apartment RV household microwave oven called the Sharp Half Pint. And it works. I tested it. It just has low power because it's only 400 watts. And I say this cute little thing is deserving of a complete cleanup. It's kind of funny. You can see who owned it because they have their card on the side of it. Well, anyway, let me get my screwdriver. For the time being, this can be a microwave here at the workshop, but maybe someday in the future, this will end up being, oh, June 1988. This could be in somebody's apartment, or I could give it to somebody wanting to get into off-grid living. It only takes 400 watts. Oh, there we go. Then we have the schematics. And a fairly simple internal. Let's see, we have a piece of foam that, yeah, that's gonna fall apart in no time. It's on its way out. I'm glad we were able to take it off. It's actually really clean up here. Some of that foam dust was on there, but no issue. This is really clean. Now, let's try to get this front piece off and see if we can whiten it. I see we have a few screws. Oh, I like how easily this comes apart. No clips to fall apart. It looks like the door might be reversible. I can't tell though. Well, either way, let's get these into a hydrogen peroxide bath. Let's take that and have that too. I see this bubbling quite a bit, so let me just see if it's a little bit too much dirt on here. You know what? This actually be a good cleaner as well. Well, I figure since it's wet, I might as well. Okay, yeah, that's gonna need a lot of soap. Took these two screws off, and that unlocks the base. Fairly clean, but we can still wash it up. And this motor can come off. Note to future self, the covered wire is on this pin. The uncovered wire is on this. And there's the information on the magnetron too. Oh, and I've decided to take the cord off. This unprotected pin is on the furthest out. Oh, can we even get that off? Let's see. And the protected pin is on the inside. The early Proto Torx, yet again. I like how this power connector is. Very repairable. Also, for future reference for myself, these pins coming from the power only have one wire on them. The ones going to the light are the same distance, same length, but they have two wires each, and this one is red on this one, white on this one. See, I use these videos to also help me put these back together. I'm going to remove this so it doesn't get broken. Let's hope it doesn't get broken. Okay, now let's start cleaning this stuff. And we'll wait a few days for that to whiten. We have it all laid out now. For the main body, I'm going to try to not get any water in the top part. We'll see how that goes. And then the other pieces will be just like cleaning dishes. The last piece does have that label on the inside. Let's see if we should keep it or not. Nope, it's gonna fall off. Oh yeah, we have all this foam. Okay, well. We have that to take care of, and I'll take a picture of that label on the bottom. Charles J. Rizzo, Chuck. Now the question is, was that his microwave, or did they put it on here just to keep track of that card? Hard to say. Oh, I was a fool. I shouldn't have cut it like that. I just recently bought this new Swiss Army knife after I lost my other one for a few weeks. And I was used to my other one, which I've almost never sharpened. But yeah, I totally forgot just how sharp this brand new knife is. Oh well. Oh, this is actually just tape. No wonder food was sticking to it. There's an awful lot of just grease on everything. It looks like they had given it a wipe down, but not a really good scrub. Like this even still has a little bit that I can see, but honestly, to anybody else and to the camera, it looks fine. This thing actually had quite a bit of gunk all around the wheels. I could remove the wheels, but I worry about cracking one of those things. So instead, I'm just gonna put it in there. Look at that, all the bubbles. Although now that I look at it, it's not too bad. The second pass of cleaning can get that. And then I'll want to wash this. It's the very next day, and it looks a little bit lighter. Wow, okay. I don't want to use my tools because they'll get hydrogen peroxide on them and corrode. It's fairly acidic. It looks significantly whiter, at least to my eyes. It's been a few days, and I think now it's time for me to put this back together. I will be looking through my video clips though to make sure I do it right. After reviewing the footage, I noticed I did this wrong. I don't know if that matters at all, but I don't know that much about synchronous motors, so I'm gonna do what it asks for. Now, I had thought about painting the bottom of this, but it seems like it's like a stainless steel of some kind. And also this has rusted, maybe. I think maybe I'll just hit that with a wire wheel real quick. Only a little bit, but I still want to help protect it. Now I have the paint for that door. It would almost match. I think it would. Oh, that's kind of neat. That actually worked out pretty well. I know it'll be darker, but, well, I'm not going to mix up a whole can of paint just for this. It's not really worth it because it's such a niche color. Artichoke. Well, everyone, it's been a few weeks and I have just been swamped with work. But I allowed that to sit in the hydrogen peroxide for a little bit longer. Got a whole bunch of stuff done. And now I get to relax by putting this thing back together. I'm so glad that I still have the video files of me taking this apart. This is where that is important. All right, so what's the next thing? I guess this. Because it's been enough time. Yep, and that's all nice and cured. Looks different, but oh well. It's not the right color, but it'll work. Now this is a case where you guys playing Spot the Difference will help me save time, because instead of me going back and watching the footage, I'll have Thais edit the video. And if you guys notice me doing anything wrong, the next time I'm in the workshop, I'll just quickly switch the parts around thanks to your comments. And that way I can keep doing my high pace of doing just about everything. So if you notice any issues, let me know. I think the base used these like proto Torx screws. I think they used them for this. Yeah, because they have the little I'm under the impression that these Phillips head screws are the ones that go on the front here. Yeah, I do believe this is 2 Phillips heads for that, and then this is those Proto-Torx bits. Now this doesn't need much grease at all, just a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit with this nail. There we go. Let's see, how does that do? Okay, that works great. Look at that. So I've already put the light back, wired that, wired that. I kind of like this mechanism. It's kind of cute. I like how that clicks. And you have the 2 interlocks. Well, guys, I got some work for you. Where does this go? I'm looking through the footage here and I can't quite figure it out. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys and we'll see if that becomes obvious in any way. But I feel like the next thing we can do is to put this back on. And I think we use these tinier screws inside of here. I don't want to break these because this is plastic threads. Okay. I think this took the brownish screws in here. Because the other ones have 4, and I think that'd be the outer case. Okay. And then this needs to have, let's see, this itty bitty spring. But where does the itty bitty spring go? I just realized there's actually a little nub right here. So I bet this goes like that. Oh guys, I just realized what that little spring went to. It didn't go to this. Because I also whitened the front pieces to this gateway, this was the spring button. That's what it was. Oh well. Okay. So we're on track. Now let's take this outer shell and put it on. I'm definitely going to do some more whitening of the plastic in the future, but I don't want to throw away too much hydrogen peroxide when I've already spent $3 on this. You know, I hope you guys will appreciate my frugality, my prudentness, or whatever the term is, prudishness, and the next time I get some hydrogen peroxide, I'll put this in there with it. It's easy to take this off, and I can keep whitening this. For the most part, I wanted to get this into a state where I could actually use it without feeling gross. Now the last piece that we have is actually this cover. Well guys, it's been a few months and everything in here's got to go. We're moving it one building over into a storefront property. And I figure let's finish this video because I still haven't found a beauty supply store around here that sells good hydrogen peroxide. The stuff that I get at the pharmacy, that's the word, hardware store. The stuff I get at the pharmacy, just, it's not really good. And I think there's been some issues lately. So I'd like to whiten that someday in the future. And, oh right, I have something sad to tell you guys. So I had taken this home to clean it. Well, I put it in my pocket, and as things do, my adventures didn't go straight as I planned. Instead of going home, I ended up doing 1,000 different things, and I had to carry a bunch of stuff and move things between buildings, and well, this broke, unfortunately. But let's put it back in. I think the 1951 television project has evicted me from the Deca XP Plus liquid chromatograph, so let's do this. Oh, shoot. Let's put it on the table saw. Wow, you know what? I'm really impressed by how much I cleaned this up. Actually, really good. So, okay. Now this is the last of the potable water that I have here. I don't have any food to cook here. And I most likely won't be keeping this. I might end up selling it on Craigslist. I'm sure somebody would really like it. So let's see how well it heats this up. Does this thing still work? Ooh, look at that. And the timer's working great. It's warm enough to make tea now. Now I'm curious. Does that still go while it's off? It's getting a little too hot to hold, so. Probably take about 4 minutes to make tea, so it looks like it's not moving. Okay. Testing on a new shot since Weaver sent me this. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm just really happy with this. It's been a few months that it's been sitting around, pretty much done, so it doesn't feel like it's any different at the moment, but to think I found this in a basement, that I was just gonna pass it up. I should probably not pass these up in the future. I should probably fix them up. And if anybody wants this one, please let me know, because I'd like to find a good home for it. Well, that's pretty much it. A little 400-watt microwave, Sharp Half Pint 2. Oh, sorry, Sharp Half Pint Carousel 2. I entirely remember the word wrong. Well, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.